All right, what's going on, guys? Try back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on the recent announcement for a Walking Dead spin-off, which is going to be hitting next month. Negan Lives. Awesome! 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 I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check this one out. Comicbook.com's got it. Negan Lives. Oh, I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy to see this one. You guys have no idea, man. I have missed the Walking Dead comic series so much this last year. Now, I don't want to get over-celebrate here. That's not a word, but I don't want to over-celebrate here because it is just a one-shot from Image. But I think it's a step in the right direction. Kirkman, Adlard, give the people what they want, or at least give me what I want. I don't give a shit about the rest of these people. Give me what I want, man. I want more Walking Dead. Okay, so this one's pretty cool, man. Check this out, guys. Negan Lives, issue number 1, hitting in July. Is it just a one-issue release type of thing? Will we see, the questions are going to come right away, right? Will we see more Walking Dead? Does this mean we could see a full-on, Negan, a spin-off, or is it just a Negan Lives one-shot type of deal? So, I love the cover. It's very cool. They've shown it now. July, looks like first on the cover here, so this is actually coming up pretty soon, which is fun. In what would be, I suppose, a typical Kirkman fashion at this point, to just release something with almost no notice ahead of time, like maybe a couple weeks at the most. I guess we should be happy for that, right? A lot of times he doesn't even do that. So, love the cover, man. He's popping the collar. Negan Lives, very cool. And here's the write-up details. So it says, quote, I've been inspired by Steve Geppi and Diamond's efforts to shine a light on how essential the direct market is to our beloved industry with their hashtag Back the Comeback campaign, said Kirkman. I have no idea what this is, by the way, just so you guys know. If you don't know what this is, don't worry. I don't know what it is either. Quote, while Charlie Adlard and I had laid the series to rest, this felt like something special we could do for the store owners who made our series a success to begin with. To that end, I'm happy to report that 100% of the revenue generated from this book will go to the stores selling it. The retailer community does backbreaking work to get comics into the hands of our loving fans. We should all be doing more in these trying times to show them how appreciated they are. So Negan Lives number 1 will be getting a digital release and will only be available exclusively at comic book stores. This gives shops another welcome boost for a book that everyone is surely going to be interested in. As for the one-shot itself, it will be showing what has become of Negan since his last appearance in the main Walking Dead series, which was The Walking Dead issue 174, which featured Maggie tracking him down and confronting him over the loss of her husband Glenn in The Walking Dead issue 100, which we actually sort of have seen in the TV series. We saw that confrontation anyway. Maybe they put it in there because they didn't know if Maggie was ever going to return or not. Luckily, we found out that she is in the TV series version. Now it says, you can find the official description for Negan Lives below. Quote, spurned by a slowly rebuilding society, Negan lives a life of desperate isolation. Or does he? In the tradition of Here's Negan, this all-new story in Negan Lives number 1 gives readers a glimpse into what has happened to one of The Walking Dead's most popular characters in the time since his last appearance in Walking Dead issue 174. The issue will be 36 pages, will be in black and white, and will also feature 2 rare foil and silver variants. Negan Lives number 1 hits comic stores the same day as Firepower Volume 1 and the Free Comic Book Day Firepower number 1, which are both by Kirkman and artist Chris Samnee. So another series he's doing, it sounds like. So I'll have to look at that too. Firepower Volume 1. All right, and that's basically all the details we have from the site that I have linked there in the description for you guys. So thoughts on Negan Lives. Oh man, this is really cool. I'm glad they're doing this. That sounds like a really nice thing to do, to create this issue to release in support of comic book shops And that's true that one of the fallout problems or things that's happened with the worldwide lockdowns and with coronavirus is that a lot of small businesses are really hurting. Even when I drive around here in my local city, a lot of smaller shops that were open before, because of the shutdown now, they're basically vacant, or I don't see them trying to take a stab at reopening. A lot of shops closing up. Now, luckily, none of my comic book stores have closed up entirely. Some of them are running at reduced hours and things like that, which must make it a little bit more difficult, and people are not as willing to go to the stores in person because of the fear. As Ole Demigard would call the fear porn that's been put all over CNN and all over all the mainstream news for COVID and the whole craziness thing that's been going on with that. Rightfully so. If you want to protect yourself, whatever, you want to be careful. But a lot of people not going to the shops anymore. So this is a really nice thing for him to do, which is to use the Walking Dead license, which obviously has tremendous value, even still, or maybe now more than ever, because fans are really clamoring to see more Walking Dead stuff. And you're doing kind of a one-shot spin-off series, Negan Lives, where we get to see kind of what happened with Negan maybe after, during that time skip or that whole thing. Like just what happened with Negan at the end. So that's really fun. I'm glad they're doing this one. It is a one-shot, though, so we don't want to get too overexcited for it. It's not like it's going to be a non-running new series or something like that from the sounds of things. And but I'm happy to see Kirkman and Adlard work together again like this, because I just think the combination of the two, they do some amazing work. And I would also say to them, because Kirkman's doing a lot of other books and stuff, and Charlie's doing some Vampire State building and different kind of niche comic books and artistic pieces. You guys might want to consider doing like a bi-monthly release or something with Walking Dead if you guys want to do another series, or do it to release when done. Let Charlie take his time if you want to do something and do a spin-off or something more longer running. No one says it has to be every month that you release it in. I'm sure shops would want it, and they would probably work with your release schedule if it was kind of a here and there type release schedule. When it's done, we release it type of thing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds for it. I mean, it's kind of sad to me because it's like The Walking Dead is such an amazing license, and you don't get licenses like that every day. Where that many people care about it, that many people enjoy it, that many people are invested in it. So I'm glad they're doing at least one for Negan Lives. But they may want to consider doing even some more and doing them at a schedule where Charlie Adlard can do it when he feels like it and wants to, even if they just release a few episodes or a few issues a year or something. They might want to do that too. So very excited to get my hands on Negan Lives. Can't wait to read it and everything. Have enjoyed, here's Negan. And I'm looking forward to seeing Negan Lives. And so I may just have to go to my local shop and buy it from them to get it. We got to support small businesses right now, guys. I think, like I said, with the shutdown and everything, man, a lot of them are hurting more than anybody else. Like if you think about, places that own maybe a small, not even just comics, but let's say a small restaurant or a small, food service type of thing. I mean, keep in mind when we shut down, all the food's expired. They throw out thousands of dollars worth of food, and who's going to pay for that? Think the government's going to pay for that? I mean, I don't know. You'd have to look into the specifics, but see what kind of funding they can get or whatnot. But yeah, it's it's not great what's happened and everything in the last few months, and it's nice to see Kirkman and Adlard show their support in one way they know how. And the question, do you guys want to do some more? Because I think the demand's going to be there. So it's up to you. Anyway, as a fan, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to review it with you guys. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. If you like this video, please thumb it up below, share, favorite, and subscribe at the bottom left if you're new. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another. As always, this is Trev saying peace later, guys. See you soon.